Two matches, two massive talking points. Portugal are out, and the Argentina versus Egypt game has fans accusing the referee of changing everything. What happened in that showdown? Let's talk about it. Alright, so let's first start with Portugal versus Spain. And like I told in my last video, if you guys watched, I explicitly told at the end of my video that if Portugal is going to play attacking football, they might have a chance at winning, maybe 2-0, 2-1. But if they play defensive football, there's a chance that Spain might have the upper hand and they might win 1-0. And that's exactly what happened when Portugal versus Spain happened. Portugal played defensive football. They did not play attacking football. They did not press Spain enough. They did not make Spain feel threatened at any point of the game, especially the second half. I may not have that much ball knowledge, fine. But no one can tell me that in the second half, Portugal did not do enough. Like, Spain was all over Portugal in the second half, especially in those last 20 minutes. Spain was relentless. Every time attacking. And the best thing that Spain did during that time was that they kept their passes grounded. Whatever pass they made, it was grounded. Not too much aerial football. Ground passing. Pass 1, pass 2, pass 3, boom, shoot. What Portugal did was just throw the ball far away, expecting somehow for the winger or the midfielder or the striker Cristiano Ronaldo somehow in a parallel universe, in a fairy tale world, reach the ball somehow, put it forward, head it forwards, or make it go with the legs forward and then bam, shoot, goal. I mean, you could try that shit when it's possible for you to do so. Or when you're like 2 goals ahead or 3 goals ahead, try the risky stuff. But you are 0-0 in the game, and instead of trying to get the ball from the ground from one place to another by dribbling the player or by pure passing, you are just throwing aerial shots left, right, and center. Like, especially in the second half, every pass that Portugal tried to do was aerial. Every cross was going in the air. And somehow the plan looked like that they just wanted the ball to reach the Portuguese player, for him to go forward and then shoot the ball. It's not going to work, alright? It's not like you tried once, twice, thrice, 4 times. 4 times should be enough to let you know that, aka, plan's not working, let's do plan B. But nope. Portugal played a lot of defensive football and that costed them this match. Everyone's going to be blaming Ronaldo, that Ronaldo did not do this, Ronaldo did not do that. What about the midfielders? What did Vitinha do? What did Bruno Fernandes, the guy who has 21 or 22 assists in the Premier League, breaking Thierry Henry and Kevin De Bruyne's record? What did he do? What did João Neves do? What did Rafael Leao do? What did Pedro Neto do? Nuno Mendes, he did a good job, alright, he played well. Ruben Dias did a good job as well to an extent. But in general, what did the wingers and the midfield do? The defenders they literally just had no choice. They had to defend because Spain was all over them. But what was the midfield doing? Passing the ball in their own box. And every time they even got to Spain's box was through a big cross, which was just too easy for Spain to read from a mile away. That, alright, the ball's coming, I know where I have to be. What happened to the slick passes that were always landing in the player's foot and then bam, goal? And alright, for some reason it wasn't working. That should be enough to let you know that, alright, I can't do this, let's try something different. But you went on the whole game again and again, and it resulted in Spain taking advantage, understanding a pattern, and they just got the ball more easily. And they did what they did then. They took the ball and kept on attacking on Portugal's box. Respect to Diego Costa though, boy. Like this game, the way Portugal was playing, and if we did not have a massive baller goalkeeper like Diego Costa, oh, the game would have been like 5-0 if I'm being generous. 5-0 if I'm being generous. But Diego Costa put his heart out in the game and he gave it his all, and that's the reason why it was only 1-0. Because if Diego Costa was playing like an average keeper, it would have been 5 goals easily. Like right now, if you're going to go on any Instagram page or YouTube page, especially ESPN, god damn it, everyone's going to criticize Ronaldo. Oh, Ronaldo did not do this, Ronaldo did not do that. Who is going to talk about the other players in Portugal? Ronaldo's not a one-man team. There are 11 freaking players in the team. When are you going to talk about the rest of the players? When? Like, you can't put the blame on one guy that he is holding Portugal from their true performance. He is a liability on Portugal. What about the rest of the players? None of them tried to get the ball forward. Everyone was like, just cross the ball in the air for somehow to reach the other guy and boom, shoot. It wasn't working. The crosses were not working. They were ineffective. But none of them understood this. They were just constantly cross. And the number of times that Portugal got in the box, it was just so low that I felt sleepy during some time in the game. That's how boring it gotten. And Spain, oh my goodness, Spain was non-stop crushing. Left side goal, right side goal, and Diego Costa was just stopping all those shots from going into goal. But how far can a man do that? The final shot, I believe it was in the 87th or 88th minute. Can't remember the exact time, correct me if I'm wrong. But it was almost at the end of the game, like there was no coming back. It would have been a miracle from God that Portugal came back. And that's what happened. Spain scored the goal and boom. Spain is now in the quarterfinal and Portugal is not. And we saw this pattern even in DR Congo. I still stand by what I said. And I would say Portugal has played today even more worse than they played in DR Congo. But there, the seed was sowed on how Portugal is playing its football. They played defensive there as well. They played defensive against Colombia as well. They played defensive against Croatia as well. Like the 2 goals that happened they happened because Portugal tried to attack for once and it got them results. Like even with Spain, the only time Portugal did a serious attack, they got to create a header for Bernardo Silva, which luckily went above the post. Otherwise, it could have been a banger for goal for him just coming in as a substitute and boom, goal. But unfortunately, that wasn't the case and Portugal lost. As much as Lamine talked trash about how Portugal is not like that, or the media try to portray Lamine as someone who does not respect Ronaldo or Portugal in general, but say what you want, but what you do on the pitch matters a lot. And respect to Lamine Yamal for coming in to console Ronaldo at such an emotional state. I mean, for anyone, it's just heartbreaking to play your last World Cup and not win when everyone has high expectations from you. But that's football. It is what it is. And hopefully, Portugal learns from their mistakes, and hopefully when it's 2030 they don't do the same mistakes again. But that's for another World Cup. Let's come to our next topic then. And our next topic is a pretty interesting and controversial one. Yep, you guessed it from the photo, it's Argentina versus Egypt. The game which everyone thought, even me, that Egypt won, but Argentina somehow changed the tide in the last 10 minutes. And The scoreline went from 2-0 to 3-2. If you talk about the goals that Egypt scored, they were good goals, amazing goals, especially the one that got disallowed. We'll talk about that as well. But the goals scored by Argentina in their comeback, they were good goals as well. The goal from Messi, I like that a lot. That on the volley, he just smacked it and it hit the crossbar and then inside the goal. It was a very good goal. But let's talk about the things that really made this game the big headline on what happened in the game. During the Egypt and Argentina saga, there were a lot of controversies referring to this guy right here. This guy in yellow, the referee. This guy has been the center of attention of this game, where it is said by many people, and to an extent, I am leaning towards those people who are saying these things that. And I saw the match as well, so it's not like I didn't see the match live. I did watch the match live. And I was also of the view that the referee did do a bit of unfairness with Egypt. Like, when Argentina was being fouled, Egypt got yellow carded. Fine, fair. You play dirty, you get what you deserve. But when Egypt does the same, when Argentina does the same thing, it's nonsense. It's atrocity. It's injustice. It's just unexplainable. Like this instance right here, where the staff was asking on, like, they made like an X sign. I believe that's for like racism or something. I'm not able to make an X properly because I'm holding the phone with one hand, but you get what I'm trying to say, the racism sign. He tried to make that sign, the coach, and he got yellow carded for it because he was demanding a review and an investigation on the matter. And he also demanded a VAR as well, if I'm not mistaken. Correct me if I'm wrong, though. So he got yellow carded for that, and then this guy, when he started arguing with the referee, he got red carded. Like, if you're going to say something, if you're not going to listen to the demands of the person, like, what do you expect them to do in the heat of the moment? And you just red carded this guy, yellow carded the coach, just because he was telling you to look into a matter. And then the fouls committed were just, wow. Like, look at this one. One is a foul, one isn't. And this is not just one photo that people are circling around with everything. There are multiple photos that people are talking about. And it has been the center of attention that what should happen and what should not happen. But I do agree to an extent that there were three or four instances where they should have received a set piece or a penalty or a free kick, or Argentinian players being given a yellow card at the minimum. But surprisingly, Argentina did not receive a single yellow card, not a single one. I don't know if that seems strange to you, but it seems very strange to me. Well, I mean, we can talk all we want, but now the fact of the matter is that Messi is now in the quarterfinal, and Mo Salah's Egypt is not. And we can say what we want, but it's not going to change the fact. I mean, it's not like Donald Trump calling the FIFA guy and being like, yeah, our player got red carded, please change that. I would really love you for you to do that. So please change the decision. I don't know too much football, but they gave my player a red card, so I don't like that. So please, FIFA president, change that. And then it changes. I have a bad impression of Donald Trump's. Please excuse me for that. But but yeah, so it is what it is. We can't do much about it. I mean, this sort of controversy happened also in 2022, when, apart from whatever happened, the fighting, the brawling, the fouls, the biggest thing that happened in that World Cup was the fact, and I'm repeating again, a fact, that Messi used his hand to stop the ball going forward. A clear hand on video. And the ref was like, I don't know what happened. What was that? It's a conundrum. What is this? I mean, like, what? Like, I'm speechless right now. If you can ignore that, God knows what else can you ignore. But, I mean, what's talking gonna do? I mean, it's not like FIFA's gonna be like, oh, we looked into it again and we realized Egypt was treated unfairly, so we're gonna do a rematch, or we're gonna cancel a goal from Argentina, have their match done again, and see what can be done. There's nothing that can be done. We can just talk about it, criticize it, share our opinions, and, well, let's just see what happened in the World Cup. Now, let's see what's the fate for Argentina later on against Switzerland, which again I think they're going to win pretty easily against Switzerland. Not that much of a competition. I believe France has a match with Morocco, if I'm not mistaken. But if that is the case, I think France can win the game, but Morocco can also give an upset. But still, regardless, this is my 2 cents on the matter. And yeah, that'll be all for today. Hopefully, we get to see some more exciting stuff in the World Cup. And hopefully, there are no more controversies happening in the World Cup. Cristiano Ronaldo is gone. I wish him all the best of luck. And hopefully, he is able to find peace in his life. And hopefully, whatever is on for him in the future is good. And this will also probably be Messi's last World Cup, so even though I'm not much of a Messi fan, but still, give respect where it's due. He's one heck of a footballer. He's one of the greats of the game alongside Ronaldo. A lot of you might disagree, but that's my opinion. I could be wrong, but in my opinion, these are both legends of the game, Ronaldo and Messi. And it's probably the last time we might be seeing them playing in a World Cup, so enjoy them while you can. And yeah, that's all for today. See you next time. Bye bye.